Kingdom Hearts 3 has an absolutely massive cast of voice actors to play out the different roles from the Disney worlds, and many of them will sound familiar to you if you watch the original movies. However, it wasn't possible to get everybody to reprise their roles for the game, so which characters are played by their original actors, and which ones sound a little bit different.
Hi, I'm Sora.
Sora, the lead character for the Kingdom Hearts series, has always been played by Mr. I See Dead People himself, Haley Joel Osment. Despite the fact that he was only 14 years old when the first game in the series came out, he has once again reprised the role for the new game.
Sora, you've been hijacked.
You know, maybe he wants you to pick up the fruit for him.
Most of Disney's main characters have full-time voice actors who play the character in any appearance they make. Tony Anselmo and Bill Farmer have been playing Donald Duck and Goofy for decades. And Brett Iwan has been the voice of Mickey Mouse since the passing of Wayne Allwine in 2009.
I think it's because you finally found inside you that special strength to protect what matters.
However, one interesting casting choice is the one made for Scrooge McDuck. Though David Tennant of Doctor Who fame plays Scrooge in the new animated DuckTales series, N. Reitel took over for the late Alan Young to play the role in Kingdom Hearts 3.
I hope Donald isn't making a menace of himself.
Why did you have to say that?
Reitel has acted in many big parts dating back to 1977, but you might also know him as Delvin Mallory of the Thieves Guild in Skyrim.
Stick with me, and they'll never even know you're there.
Despite being one of the oldest movies represented in Kingdom Hearts 3, Hercules retains almost its entire original voice cast from the 1997 film.
Well, what do you know?
Tate Donovan and Susan Egan reprise their roles as Hercules and Meg, while James Woods once again steals the show as Hades.
I can't believe it! I put 18 years into that plan and you ruined it!
The three of them played these roles in the original movie, and then in each of the three main Kingdom Hearts games.
Looks like your game's over. Wonder Boy's hitting every curve you throw at him.
Oh, yeah.
However, there is one notable omission from the Hercules cast: Danny DeVito as Phil the Satyr.
Wait, whoa! Oh, nymphs. They can't keep their hands off me.
DeVito is replaced with nobody actually, as Phil is just not given a speaking role in the game.
Phil, you should go with Meg.
The toy box brings us one of our more intriguing voice substitutions. The roles of Ham and Rex are reprised by John Ratzenberger and Wallace Shawn, the same actors who played them in the original movie.
Oh, I'm going for fearsome here, but I just don't feel it. I know this.
What?
You're Zora!
Huh? My name's Sora.
But instead of Tim Allen, Buzz Lightyear is now played by Mike McRae, who also played the part in the 2010 video game adaptation of Toy Story 3 and the Disney Infinity series.
Spoken like a true space ranger, Woody. I couldn't agree more.
Woody is played not by Tom Hanks, but by Jim Hanks, Tom's younger brother.
So you're Andy's new toys?
And while Jim Hanks has his own extensive career in the film industry, this isn't the first time he's played stand-in for his brother. In Forrest Gump, Jim was listed as a running double for the titular character.
Why are you doing this?
I just felt like running.
The world of Tangled does a near shot-for-shot remake of many of the key scenes from the movie, and the majority of the cast return to do it.
All right, hang on, Blondie.
Rapunzel.
Gesundheit. Here's the deal.
Zachary Levi returns to play Flynn, and Donna Murphy plays her role as Mother Gothel. However, Rapunzel herself has a new voice.
So, what do you want with my hair? To cut it?
Huh?
Sell it?
No!
Rapunzel was played by Mandy Moore in the 2010 film, and oddly enough, Moore has had a role in Kingdom Hearts before, as the Final Fantasy VII heroine Aerith in the original Kingdom Hearts. But this time around, Moore is not a part of the cast, and the part of Rapunzel is instead played by Kelsey Lansdowne, who is also the voice of Barbara Gordon in Batman Arkham Origins.
But you'll need to physically bridge the internet to the external telecom wires if you want to uplink remotely.
This kind of knowledge could get a young girl into a lot of trouble.
Well, this is the gang.
5 of the 6 members of Big Hero 6 retain their original voice actors from the 2014 film, including the main stars Ryan Potter as Hero and Scott Adsit as Baymax.
My analysis places our chances at 0.0000.
Yep, we get it, Baymax.
But Wasabi, originally played by Damon Wayans, is recast by Kari Payton, the voice of Cyborg in Teen Titans.
So good, Silky, you are working it, buddy. The camera is in love with you.
You might also recognise the voice of Fred, the monster guy on the team.
What? I'm Fred. Don't be alarmed.
He's voiced by TJ Miller, who plays Weasel, the bartender friend of Deadpool.
At least now I'm gonna win the Deadpool, now that you're gonna die tragically of cancer.
I got it. Thanks.
As well as a giant ball of mucus in commercials for Mucinex.
Still not coughing.
Not fair, you guys. Waffles are my favorite.
Elsa. Queen Elsa of Arendelle.
Pretty much the entire cast of Frozen returns for Kingdom Hearts 3. Jonathan Groff returns as Kristoff, Josh Gad as Olaf, and Kristen Bell as Anna, and of course Elsa is played by Idina Menzel. In fact, not only is Menzel in the game, but Elsa's entire Let It Go animated sequence and musical number from the movie is recreated in-engine.
Let it go, can't hold it back anymore.
The only main role that doesn't get filled here is that of the antagonist Hans, but he barely even gets any face time in the game at all, so it doesn't really make that big of a difference.
Even with those extra pounds you put on.
Still running circles around you, Butterball.
Monsters Inc. will be one of the least familiar sounding worlds that you visit, as the only returning voice is Boo, the child who isn't actually old enough to speak. And then they didn't get Mary Gibbs, the original voice of Boo, to re-record the lines, they just used archived footage from the movie. Mike Wazowski, originally played by Billy Crystal, is now played by Carlos Alazraqui. He's an incredibly accomplished stand-up comedian and voice actor with literally hundreds of roles to his name, dating back to playing Rocco in Rocco's Modern Life.
I wonder who it's from. Oh, good old Mum.
John Goodman's role of Sully has been taken up by Christopher Swindle, whose biggest role apart from this is playing Lee in the Kung Fu Panda The Paws of Destiny TV series.
You're right, Mikey. Let's get our girl home.
And Randall, originally played by Steve Buscemi, is now played by JP Manu, another accomplished actor. His credits vary between both live action and voiceover work, and while most of his roles are character acting bit parts, he did have a 24-episode stint on the hospital drama ER.
I'm numero uno, top of the leaderboard, baby.
I know that. I know where I am, and don't think I don't.
There are perhaps more speaking roles in this game's world of Pirates of the Caribbean than any of the other worlds, so we're not going to cover them all, but suffice to say, none of the voices belong to the original actors from the movies. But most of them have played the same role in video games before.
You will always remember this as the day that you almost caught Captain Jack Sparrow.
Johnny Depp's part as Captain Jack Sparrow is filled by Jared Butler, who played the same role in Disney Infinity and even in the 2007 video game adaptation of Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End.
But it would seem that as I possess a ship and you don't, you're the ones in need of rescuing. And I'm not sure as I'm in the mood.
Will Turner, originally played by Orlando Bloom, is played instead by the accomplished voice actor Crispin Freeman. Freeman is probably best well known today as the voice of Winston in Overwatch, but he has also played Will Turner in basically every video game adaptation of Pirates of the Caribbean there has ever been, including the Port Royal world in Kingdom Hearts 2.
Why choose my name?
I don't know.
Elizabeth. Where did you get that?
Elizabeth Swan is played by Eliza Schneider rather than Keira Knightley. Schneider is another voice talent who has played the same character in earlier Pirates adaptations, including Kingdom Hearts 2. She also has countless other roles to her name, though you might know her best as Rebecca Crane from the Assassin's Creed series.
Like a memory inside a memory?
Yes, exactly. Maybe.
Exactly, maybe.
Hector Barbosa is played by Brian George, who, like most others, has played Barbosa in video games before. But he also plays a recurring role on TV sitcom The Big Bang Theory as Raj's father, Dr. Koothrappali.
You're an adult who can't get by without an allowance from his parents. Women don't want that.
And has an acting career with credits all the way back to the 70s. His video game credits include roles in Mass Effect, Dragon Age Origins, Diablo 3, and loads more.
The chest! Hand it over!
The part of Davy Jones is played by Robin Atkin Downes, who actually pulls double duty here, voicing both the Pirates of the Caribbean villain and Luxord, one of the Kingdom Hearts original antagonists. You might also know Downes as the voice of Kazuhira Miller from Metal Gear Solid 5 The Phantom Pain.
There's no room for angels in our heaven.
Obviously we haven't covered every single voice actor in the game, there are still dozens more, but these are some of the main roles that you might recognise or perhaps not. So how many of these characters did you notice were played by different actors? And do you recognise them from any of their other works? Let me know in the comments below. As always, this is James Facas, saying thanks for watching, and enjoy the game.
The cold never bothered me anyway.